In the heart of Africa, one of the most iconic creatures to ever roam the earth is on the verge of vanishing forever. The Northern White Rhino, once a symbol of strength and majesty, now faces an uncertain future, with only 2 females remaining. The fight to save this majestic species has become a race against time. How did this magnificent animal, which once roamed freely across vast African plains, end up on the brink of extinction, and what is being done to save it? Today, we take you on a journey to explore the tragic yet hopeful story of the Northern White Rhino, its past, its struggles, and the groundbreaking conservation efforts aimed at bringing them back from the brink. The Northern White Rhino, Ceratotherium simum cottoni, is a subspecies of the white rhinoceros and is one of the largest land mammals on the planet. Native to East and Central Africa, these incredible creatures once roamed freely across the savannas of Sudan, Uganda, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. As with all rhinos, northern whites are herbivores, feeding primarily on grass. They play a critical role in their ecosystem by maintaining the balance of vegetation, which in turn helps support other species. Despite their enormous size, these rhinos are generally calm and solitary animals, only coming together in small groups, often composed of a mother and her calf. The Northern White Rhino has a slightly wider mouth compared to its southern cousin, which allows it to feed on taller grasses, while the Southern White Rhino has a narrower mouth suited for shorter grasses. Unfortunately, the Northern White Rhino's once thriving population has now dwindled to the point where extinction is a real possibility. The road to extinction for the Northern White Rhino began long before its numbers dropped to critical levels. Poaching was the primary factor behind their decline. Rhino horns, which were highly prized in traditional medicine and as ornamental items, fetched exorbitant prices on the black market. This created a lucrative incentive for poachers to hunt rhinos, often leading to tragic consequences. Between the 1970s and 1990s, the population of northern white rhinos declined by more than 90%. By 2008, only a handful of these rhinos remained in the wild. However, poaching was not the only threat. Habitat loss also played a significant role. As human populations in Africa grew, agricultural development, urbanization, and infrastructure expansion encroached upon the rhino's natural habitats. The forests and savannas where these animals once thrived were rapidly being cleared to accommodate human needs, further exacerbating the species' vulnerability. By 2018, with the loss of the last known male, Sudan, who passed away at the age of 45, the Northern White Rhino was officially functionally extinct in the wild. The remaining 2 females, Najin and Fatu, were left to survive under constant protection in a sanctuary. Today, the Northern White Rhino's story is far from over, but it has entered a new chapter, one of intense conservation efforts and hope. The 2 remaining Northern White Rhinos, Najin and Fatu, live in the Ol Pejeta Conservancy in Kenya. This 90,000-acre sanctuary is one of the few places on Earth where these rhinos are kept safe from poachers. Both Najin and Fatu, however, are infertile. Najin has joint problems that prevent her from carrying a pregnancy, while Fatu cannot conceive. With no viable male left, the possibility of natural reproduction is no longer an option. But the story of their survival is not without hope. In partnership with the San Diego Zoo Institute for Conservation Research, the Ol Pejeta Conservancy has turned to in vitro fertilization, IVF, in a last-ditch attempt to save the species. Using sperm from Sudan, who passed away in 2018, and eggs from the remaining females, the goal is to create viable embryos that can be implanted into southern white rhinos, which will serve as surrogates. This cutting-edge technique, known as resurrection biology, could give the northern white rhino a second chance at life. But it also raises complex ethical questions. While groundbreaking scientific efforts are being made to save the northern white rhino, there's also a larger movement to protect this species and other endangered animals. Conservationists are focusing on the preservation of natural habitats, community involvement, and anti-poaching initiatives. The Old Pajeta Conservancy not only works tirelessly to protect the remaining rhinos, but also actively educates local communities about the importance of conservation. By providing employment opportunities and promoting the value of wildlife, they have made strides in reducing poaching and protecting rhinos from further harm. We may soon witness the birth of the first northern white rhino calf through IVF, a milestone in conservation. The road to recovery is long, but these efforts could save not only rhinos, but other species as well. The rhino's story shows that even at the brink of extinction, hope remains if we act. Until next time, stay curious and keep advocating for wildlife.